Smissmass. Ooh. 18 new cosmetics. What did they add? What did they add? Oh boy. Hope it's Christmassy. Come on. Accepted for game. Medals, medals. Oh, it's a pug. Wait. No. No. They added the zoomer. The zoomer. Zoom, zoom. Anyways, jokes aside, welcome back to another video in my trading series. So, it's been a long time, a lot longer than I hoped for, but school was really piling on and I just wanted to focus on that. But I'm free for winter break and I got time. I did make some trades in between and I got some cool stuff. So last episode, I got a ton of profit. At the end of the video, I had 15 unusuals, a bunch of spells, a bunch of keys, and it totaled out to, well, I said it was 950 keys, but that's a bit inaccurate now because some of the unusuals I was really guessing the price on, some of the newer Halloween ones, but right now I'd say that was probably more like 850 keys instead, but it doesn't really matter too much now because we'll be working from there. Alright guys, so here I'm getting a pretty crazy trade from Friendship and Flowers. So this guy watches my videos and he's a pretty nice guy. He unboxed this Burning Flames Mercs Mohawk. And, well, yeah, Burning Flames, it's an all class worth 700 keys or so. I'm trading in my Eldritch Opening Motif, sellers at 150, Clairvoyance Rotation Sensation, sellers at 160 to 200, and like 50, 60 keys and other unusuals. He said he only wanted like 350 in downgrades. So, oh yeah, that's a really nice hat. So, of course this hat's pretty overpriced. It's outdated as heck. However, it's still really nice. Has buy orders at 200 and 245. And I really like Burning Flames. So this was a pretty nice trade for me. I got the Burning Flames Mercs Mohawk. It's worth 700 keys. However, that is greatly outdated. And since you can still unbox them, it's probably not going to be worth that much. Like the one I got was unboxed a week or two ago. So yeah, he only wanted 350 keys or so in unusuals, which I thought was a bit surprising. But I don't know, he seemed to like my stuff. Because the Clairvoyance Rotation Sensation, I bought that for 100 keys. The Murder's Motif, I was originally planning on possibly keeping it, but I got it for around 70 to 75 keys, and I added 60 keys in unusuals, which could probably quick sell for 40. So it's basically 210 pure off of what I paid for everything. And of course there's a buy order for 245, and it's worth a lot more. So that's why I'd consider this a pretty rockin' trade. Alright, so here I'm just selling my Medic Mirror for 9 keys and a few ref. So, it's not too bad. I think I bought it for 8.5 or 9 or so, don't really remember. But, getting a bit of pure profit ain't bad. Alright guys, so here I am quick selling a Dead President's Killer's Kabuto for 15.5 keys. So this is priced at 21. And the reason why I'm quick selling this is that there's a price suggestion on it for 16 keys. So as you can see here, it's worth 21, outdated a year ago, but this guy made a price suggestion for 16 keys. So yeah, it's probably good to quick sell it. Just got all the keys and this little suite. So I am racking up some more pure, which is pretty nice. Alright guys, so I quick bought 2 unusuals, a Aces High Luchador, and a Orbiting Fire Hermes for 23 keys. This is pretty much just above buy orders for both, so it's not bad. Alright, so here I got a trade offer. It was for my overclocked attendant. This one had voices from below. Yeah, it's worth 23 keys, I think. Really outdated, of course, but whatever. So I got offered a Nuts and Bolts Partners Pompadour. This is worth 18 keys, also pretty outdated. No other sellers though. Got a Slithering Scarf. This is a elite grade misc worth about 3 or 4 keys. A key, and this Spot Killer Scattergun worth a key, just over a key. So I am accepting a trade for my Terawatt Western Wear. He's offering 16 keys and a Defragmenting Hard Hat. So this is a pretty cool hat. Has sellers at like 1.2 keys, so it's a nice suite. Basically 17 keys for this hat. And that's pretty good because it's worth 20 and I paid 13 for it, so it's 4 keys profit. Alright guys, so here I am accepting a trade for my Nuts and Bolts Partners Pompadour. This thing's worth 18 keys, outdated by like 3 years or something. It's a nice engineer hat. Nuts and Bolts pairs well with the class, but I'm selling it for a Dead President's Infernal Impaler worth 15 and around 3 keys hats. I just traded my Purple Energy Antarctic Eyewear for a Green Energy Tundra Top. This is a all-class. My Purple Energy Eyewear's only multi-class, but it's like 20 keys overpay and a very nice deal. So I'll show this to you. It doesn't look too bad. I quite like the beanie. Kind of has like a homeless feel, which is interesting. It actually works with the spy set because it's painted purple. So this was a very nice trade because this Tundra Top is priced recently at 55. I had it listed for 60. So yeah, it's 55. The Green Energy Tundra Top is priced recently at 75. So it's 20 keys overpay. And there's buy orders at just around 53, 55. So yeah, I basically got a full pure offer, but of course it was unusual overpay, which is very nice. Alright, so here I'm selling my Dead President's Infernal Impaler for basically 12 keys. It's worth 15, so a little discount, not bad. Buyers at 9. Yeah. Alright guys, so here I did a pretty interesting trade. I got yet another Murders motif with Eldritch Opening. It's my 3rd one. I might keep it. It's one of my favorite hats, to be honest. And let's see, I traded my Burning Flames Brain Bowl. This is worth 100 keys. 1 key pure. This couple spells, so I'd value these spells maybe 25 keys. So 126 keys spell mix. Spell unusual mix. This Murder's motif has a price suggestion for 85 keys and a Deadhead worth 27. So I'm paying 126 in spell mix for 112 keys mix, I'd say, because Deadhead's practically pure. So I am overpaying. However, spells are pretty meh. I got these spells for almost 3 keys apiece, so yeah, I'm really not paying that much. And the buy orders on this Brain Bowl are pretty low and has pretty low demand. Granted, this has pretty low demand as well, however, it's a nice hat and the misc is nice. Alright, so I got the items. I got a Strange Deadhead. It's a very expensive elite grade misc for the spy. The Murder's motif, and I also bought a paint. This is painted pink already, but I need the purple. Now I've had 3 of these so far. Alright guys, so this Cloud Crasher, it's double spelled. Had it for over a month, bought it for close to 50 keys then. Yeah, it's a really nice hat, one of one in existence, and I'm about to sell it right now. So this is the trade. So 2 unusuals and a bunch of items and a few keys and such. I was looking for 100 keys on this Cloud Crasher. It sold for a Miami Nights Chrome's Dome not too long ago, before I had it. It's a nice hat. The guy's offering a smoking cold snap cap, professional kill streak. I don't care about that really. I might just remove it to be easier to sell. A steaming dust Hazmatenhatten. It's a medic misc. This one has some really nice spells on it. Chromatic corruption and headless horseshoes is one of the highest tier combos. I don't know if it could add a whole lot since it's an unusual with a low tier effect, but I'll try to get some more out of it because those are really nice. A bunch of stranges. They're all spelled, pretty much. A lot of them have exorcism, kill streaks. This one's double spelled with pumpkin bombs, same with this rocket launcher. So this adds a handful of keys to the trade. 6 keys pure, and a few other items, including a double spelled medic misc, again, chromatic corruption and voices from below, which should pair well with the dust Hazmatenhatten. So yeah, there's a lot of items, but to put the numbers out, here this cold snap cap is 40 keys, incredibly outdated, pretty overpriced I'd say, but whatever, 40 keys. This steaming dust Hazmatenhatten is around 35, also incredibly outdated. Bunch of these weapons. Price on these together, it's really hard to say. Maybe around 25 to 30 keys if I'm lucky. Got 6 keys pure. And a bunch of other items maybe worth 6 keys or so. So it's over 110 keys mix in spells and unusuals. Going off of buy order prices, these two together add up to around 42 keys, 6 keys pure, and there's like 15 keys in weapons going off the buy orders, not including the spells. And of course got a couple keys in other items. So it's about 65 keys pure if I were to quick sell all of this. And that's already 15 keys profit. And of course there's a lot more on top of that. So yeah, I think I'm going to accept this. So this cold snap cap, I'll just go to medic, sure. It's pro kill streak, doesn't really matter there, just makes it harder to sell actually. Smoking I quite like. 40 keys for this is a bit expensive though. And of course, let me take off these, put on the Das Hazmatenhatten. And this one's spelled with chromatic corruption and headless horseshoes. So you might be able to see the visor changing color there. I can pair it with this Heat of Winter he had, also chromatic corruption. Not bad. Alright guys, so here I just got a new hat, once again. It's a Eldritch Opening Hephaestus handicraft, or handcraft. This is a scout hat, it's a new hat. Pretty cool, it's just a Roman Legionnaire hat, I think. But yeah, Fat Joe had it for a little while, and I offered my steaming Hazmatenhatten I literally just got. It's double spelled, has some really nice spells, so that's a nice touch. The smoking cold snap cap, and my memory leak hound dog. So, this Hazmatenhatten is worth 35. The cold snap is worth 40 or so, and the hound dog is 14. So that's around 90 keys in items. And this Eldritch Opening Hephaestus has sellers at 120, but realistically it's probably worth more like 90 or 100, and that's just because so many exist now, sellers are starting to undercut, and well, it's a nice effect, but yeah, it's unpriced still, so things are a bit wacky at the moment. So I did this trade because these 3 hats were pretty outdated in price, so I thought it was pretty fine, and I'll show you it in game. Alright guys, so here I got a pretty awesome trade in my opinion. So right here I have a lot of keys, and my viewfinder. This is the Aces High viewfinder worth 80 keys, seller at 75, buy orders at like 63. But anyways, I'm adding 100 pure keys to that. And well, it's for a nebula translator. So I've wanted one of these for a long time, and it's an all-class nebula hat. It's worth like 185 if I'm not mistaken. However, sellers at closer to 200 and buy orders are over 170 keys, so this is a very safe trade because the viewfinder is pretty much worth 75, so I'm kind of buying it for bots price or buy order price. Actually, I'd be buying it for a bit under buy order price considering what I got the viewfinder for, but I'll make sure to show this to you in game. Here I'm doing a little trade with my orbiting planet's Charmer Chapeau. Oh, this was a long trade. It was like half an hour of just chatting and negotiating. But he's offering a bubbling noble amassment of hats and around 3 keys in ads. Yeah, just about 3 keys in ads. So the Chapeau is 15 keys. It is duped. And buy orders at 13. This is worth 15 keys. No, Chapeau's worth 17. This is worth 15 keys. Buyers at 10.5. Sellers pretty low. But yeah, it's a good little downgrade because it has some pure. I'll just show it to you on my scout or something. Bubbling's a nice effect, and the noble amassment's pretty cool. Alright, so I said I probably wasn't going to sell this, but it's the Eldritch Opening Murders motif. And well, I got an offer I really couldn't decline. And I think if I get another one of these, I'll keep it. Like if it's a strange one, there's 2 strange ones in existence, I'll probably keep it. But yeah, couldn't decline this offer. It was 120 pure keys and a normal unique one on top. And it was because this the person who's buying ABAP, he originally unboxed this and just wanted it back, and I thought it was fair because there's currently a seller on this at 100 keys, so he paid way more than that in pure. So yeah, it'd be rude to decline in my opinion. Here's a little spell trade I've done. It's 3 keys for a double spelled Wilson Weave. It has Chromatic Corruption and Rotten Orange Footprints. So these are some of the highest tier spells. It's not the most popular hat by any means, but it has a large paint region. And the spell might be one of one. I doubt it. TF2 tools isn't always accurate, but it's definitely a rare spell. And it actually looks pretty nice with all the other chromatic stuff. Not bad. Alright, I'm getting a trade for my Noble Amassment for 12 keys pure. And I just wanted to undercut the other sellers, so not bad. Getting pure is nice. Alright guys, so I'm receiving a pretty nice offer on my translator. And I knew this was going to happen because translators get very nice offers. I got quite a few overpay offers. I'm going to accept this. It's a Burning Flames Festivizer, Scorching Flames Bucket Helm, a Burning Flames Dixie, Haunted Ghost Toy Soldier, Burning Flames Mullet, a Steaming Brown Bomber, and around 10 keys and stranges. So the thing is that 3 of the hats are duped. This is duped, the Berliner's duped, and the Dixie is duped. This shouldn't be too much of a problem since they're the only ones on the market, and the buy order price of all of these together add up to around 195 to 200 keys. So I'm selling this for basically my buyout in pure if I were to quick sell this, but of course realistically it's more like 240, 250 keys in unusuals. Alright guys, so I just got all the items. I got this from a drop, That's a pretty cool drop. I got these keys from selling my deadhead. So my strange deadhead, I got that in a trade with the murders motif, and I just sold it for 29 pure keys. It's a pretty rare cosmetic, so I expected no less. Okay, here's onto some of the items. Got the Widowmaker, this Burning Flames Dixie, Scorching Flames Bucket Helm, Burning Flames Mullet. This is my second Burning Mullet. No, this is my first Burning Mullet. I had a Scorching one. I've had so many mullets. Got the Festivizer, the Brown Bomber, Toy Soldier, Dead of Night, and of course the rest of the keys from the Deadhead. Alright, so I got a bunch of unusuals now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 unusuals. Yeah, bunch of keys. I think I have like 140 keys, almost 150. Got a bunch of easy to sell items, got some spells. So let's check out these unusuals. Madam Dixie is a very nice hat for Pyro, and Burning Flames is a great effect for this hat. Really combos well. So I think I could get good offers on this despite it being duped. Brown Bomber is all class, and Steaming's not terrible, but it's a solid all class. The Toy Soldiers for Sniper and Soldier, and Haunted Ghosts ain't bad at all. This Industrial Festivizer is for Engineer. It's a pretty nice hat, and Burning Flames is a pretty awesome effect to pair with it. And last but not least, this Magistrate's Mullet. Burning Flames, of course. It has to be. I've had Scorching Flames, Burning Flames now, Cloudy Moon, Secret to Everyone. I gotta get more mullets now. Of course, Disco Beatdown too. Forgot to show off the Medic hat, and that's the Berliner's Brain Bowl. The Berliner's Bucket Helm. Scorching Flames looks pretty sick on this, and it's a nice hat. So pretty much right after I traded my translator, I got a offer sent to me for my Madam Dixie. So I pretty much listed this around an hour ago, I'd say. It's Burning Flames, it's duped, it's worth 48 keys. I listed it for 50, and well, I got an offer for 48 pure, so I'm gonna accept this. Here I got a trade done for a very familiar hat. I traded my Hephaestus with Eldritch Opening for yet another motif with Eldritch Opening. This is my fourth one, and I just keep getting them because I like the hat. I hope to keep one, maybe if I get a strange one, and I even got an artwork for my profile picture just because I like the hat so much. So it's nice to get another. Alright guys, so I'm receiving a trade offer for my Aces High Large Luchador. This is a Heavy Misc, and I'm getting an offer of 15 keys pure, so I'm going to accept this because this is the buyout. It's actually the full pure price, so can't really decline this. Awesome. Alright guys, so here I'm receiving yet another full pure offer for my Tundra Top. Is Green Energy. It's worth 75 keys. I listed it for 80, so as some other sellers, and I got a pure offer of 80 keys. So I'm gonna accept this real quick. And this is a welcome surprise. So many pure offers on my hats. Alright guys, I just got a pretty solid trade in my opinion. I finally sold my Mercs Mohawk, Burning Flames. 700 keys, it's priced at this, it's very overpriced, outdated, and how I can prove that to you. So anyways, I got this from Friendship and Flowers. He got it off me, or I got it off him for around 350 keys and items. So yeah, it's 700 keys, but Scorching is 400, so it's definitely overpriced. There's a bunch of other sellers on it at 600 keys, and I really doubt they're going to get that. Buyers at less than 250. So yeah, I sold it to a swap.gg bot. It's a website. Use at your own discretion. I've had a good experience with this trade. I don't know about other people's experiences with this site, but it's similar to tradeit.gg and manco.trade. It's all similar to those websites. So I traded it, my Mohawk, for a Disco Beatdown Falkirk Helm, a Circling Heart Rotation Sensation, Green Energy Salty Dog, a Burning Flames Modest Pile of Hat, this one's duped, and 30 keys pure. So yeah, these aren't the best hats. They're nice, but they're pretty hard to sell, a bit overpriced too. For example, this Falkirk Helm, it's outdated by a year. Seller at 56, so I'll just say 55 keys. This Rotation Sensation, 100 keys, outdated by a year, that's definitely overpriced. Seller at 75. The Green Energy Salty Dog is in date by a month, so I wouldn't consider this too overpriced or anything. 150 keys, that's what the sellers are at. The duped Burning Flames Modest Pile of Hat. Sellers at 210 for duped and clean, but there's a price suggestion at 187, so I'll call it 180 because it's duped. And of course the 30 keys pure. So this is around 490 keys in items. I did overpay by 210 keys technically, but like I said, the Mohawk's pretty overpriced, and I got it for 350 in unusuals, so it's still a pretty good deal. I did have it for over a month though. It was a hard sell, and I'm pretty glad to get it off my hands. Now the quick sell price of all these unusuals, let me total that up, so I'll call that 39 keys. This is probably 60, maybe, yeah, 56 to 60, I'll just say 58. This one, that one's 87, 85, I'll just call it 85. The Modest Pile of Hat, I'll call it 120 just to be safe. As like a super fast, easy quick sell. I'll do 130. And of course the 30 keys pure. So if I were to sell this pretty much instantly, I'd get around 340 keys pure, and that is pretty good because I got it for 350 in unusuals, and then I got those unusuals for close to 200 keys. It's a good trade. It's the best offer I've gotten on the Mohawk, so I took it. It was a nice hat while I had it. Hard sell. I like the Mohawk. Oh well, I'll show you the hats in game though. Alright, so I got a bunch of unusuals now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 unusuals. Got like 300 keys almost. It's really unorganized, but I got keys flooding my backpack. Many pages. Let's check out the unusuals. So this is all class, the Burning Flames Modest. Let's check it out. So the Modest Pile of Hat is a classic hat, all class, and Burning Flames is a great effect. So it works beautifully together. Sadly it's duped, but it's not too bad. Salty Dog's an all class, used to be a soldier exclusive, and Green Energy's a pretty nice first gen effect. And the Rotation Sensation, Circling Heart's also first gen, more mid tier, but it looks pretty nice with this hat. last but not least, the Dark Falker. While I was away from my computer, I sold my Burning Flames Magistrate's mullet. It's duped, worth 33 keys or so, and I sold it for 30. Buy orders at 28.5 for clean ones, but it was duped, and 30 keys is very solid. Alright, so here I'm getting a full pure offer for my Burning Festivizer. It's worth 50 keys, and I'm getting offered 50. So I'm gonna accept this. So that's all the trades I've gotten the past month, and at the beginning of the video, like I said, I started with 850 keys and items. This was like 15 unusuals, bunch of spells, and some keys. And right now, I have 9 unusuals, not including this unusual sticky bomb launcher. I also have my motif on a different page of my backpack. But yes, I have 9 unusuals, a bunch of spells, and 400 keys pure. So that is a lot of keys. In total, I have around 1200 keys in items, so that makes around 350 keys profit from last video. Not quite as good as last video where I made over 500 keys, but it's still pretty impressive, and I'm on target for hitting a gold pan within the next month or two, so hopefully I can get one of those. I wanted to thank you all for watching, and wanted to thank all the donators. I wanted to thank you all for being patient. This video took a while to come out, I know, but I hope you enjoyed. My name's Ep.8, and I'll see you in the next video.